you run away from the exploding, collapsing warehouse.
I assume you had something to do with that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course, let's get far, far away from here for absolutely no reason.
We are betrayed.
We are
Definitely.
betrayed.
Elf guy that I haven't given a name to yet is completely in agreement with you. We are betrayed! Because he knows the score with Sumala. So he knows, so he thinks that this was totally just Sumala taking a preemptive strike against them. In your rush to escape the exploding, burning, decaying, collapsing warehouse,
I love my job sometimes.
you lose sight of the weird mercenary people.
Good. Hopefully they'll burn to death.
I thought this said waffle of elderly hand jobs. I'm pretty sure I don't have the waffle of elderly hand jobs.
You do not. Hello, denizens of Oak Pines Convalescence Home. I possess the waffle of elderly hand jobs. Now line up before me and bring Vaseline. You've done the thing. You're somewhere in Aria, being far away from the warehouse that you totally did not just blow up for reasons. What do you do now?
Lay low and wait for Bechtel to find us.
We are agents of chaos.
Because it's an inevitability. Not because we want him to find us.
We are agents of chaos now. Also, my way is better than his way. I will prove I am a much better, horrible person than the curator of that museum, and I deserved that job that I didn't apply for.
I didn't apply for, and was not a resident of Aria to even be able to take up to begin with.
Closing statements.
Yeah, I just made all that up right now. None of that was even in character.
So, as you are chilling, relaxing, and maxing all cool on the beach after you burn down a fucking warehouse for no goddamn reason.
Okay, that was in character.
So a blue portal opens up, and Bechtel just says quietly, "Oh no." And out pops this lavishly appointed half-elf who looks all of you directly in the eye, somehow managing to catch all of your eyes, whether or not you wanted to look at him, and says, if you would follow me, please.
And who are you?
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
Yes, you're the person that we were supposed to be working against. It's pretty obvious. More or less
Yes.
what we expected.
What was the name? Oh yes, Osiris Sumala. That's what my name is supposed to be right now.
But of course it's not. No one's name's ever what it's supposed to be here.
But if you will follow me to my office, I give my word, nothing terrible will befall you there.
I'll just put my...
Bechtel whimpers.
Ah, I see. You're the one who put the hands all inside Bechtel and moved his organs around. And this does somewhat undermine your credibility, but at the same time, I have a feeling we'd be best off simply going with the flow here. Bechtel! Stop urinating on yourself. Let's put our clothes back on and get this done.
Bechtel just has a 1,000-yard stare as he puts back on. This entire time I have been assuming that he's just been in like a choir boy outfit.
It's Joe. That's pretty likely. He knows it's true. He knows that.
Osiris waits very patiently for all of you to get up and go through the portal. After you do so, you are in the room I described previously. It's a circular room. This time it doesn't have the weird iron lattice in the middle of it. You're just there are 3 of those nice like wing back leather chairs in front of his desk, and he goes around and sits on the other side. He sits down behind his desk and, brushes a few stray hands of hair out of his face. And that was a very unorthodox way of dealing with the problem, but you have managed to do it. Now, while the curator himself has not been taken care of, he's actually good at his job, and I would like for him to remain where he is. You've dealt with the attempted coup. So, I suppose we will consider this matter settled.
I have some questions.
Proceed.
Have you any idea what those things were in the warehouse?
Ah, the brutes,
Yes.
as Tarve so charmingly put it.
Cancer mannequins.
I have no clue what they are, but they've been popping up quite frequently, and in areas where my vision is now lacking.
Like Tolkadi.
Yes.
Did you know about that?
Mr. Danton elucidated a few facts for me. Whether he remembers that talk or not is entirely up in the air.
He did regale us with the tale, though it sounded a mite bit sensual.
Well, there was nothing really sensual about it. How did he put what... never mind, it's not important.
Bechtel is incapable of making anything sound the way it actually is.
I am offended by that accusation and how correct it is.
You're from Cork.
He's from Barrowsdown.
Barrowsdown is in Cork. It's in the worst part of Cork. That's the reason for the problem.
I love how we don't even know if Cork is just like a city-state or an actual country yet, but it has like distinct neighborhoods at the very least. I don't know much about them, except for all of them seem to be exceptionally dexterous and adroit in the use of their weapons. They've cut up a number of my scouts quite badly.
Well, they didn't manage to lay a finger on me.
Yes, but you're a breed apart, I believe the saying is.
How would you know?
Well, it's quite obvious. Just the way you carry yourself and that wand you keep waving around as though it were, I don't know, some sort of fidget toy. I'm afraid that is all that I know on the matter of these mysterious strangers.
Brutes.
Brutes.
Don't suppose he survived and fled to another warehouse. I think I'd like to see if I can improve on the previous spell I used.
I would prefer if you didn't kill Tarve.
Never mind. I apologize. I was simply curious. It's been so long since I had a proper experiment or a proper mystical mystery to chase that wasn't half
Inside you?
half inside me, yes, but this horary thing, it's not the normal sort of mystery I work with. There's no energy to feel. There's no concrete fact, and it all seems to do with this Jasper the Betrayer. It's very confusing. I can't taste it.
You have to
Ah,
go
yes.
exploring the old-fashioned way.
To the meat of the matter, you wanted information, well, Mr. Downton wanted information in exchange for what you have provided, and information you shall have. He pulls out another wand and does the thing. There's a glowing blue portal that appears, and a tray, a silver tray, just floats in, piled high with books, and is set down on a side table. Both of you realize that is just an unseen servant that was triggered to go off.
Oh, of course not.
So this is from my personal collection, and, well, how should I put this? This is from the Betrayer's personal collection that I recovered a number of years ago.
Looks like you kind of stumbled on a part of important information, eh?
Yes,
Well,
I know. That's why I wanted to come here.
you didn't tell me that.
No, but I did tell you I wanted to see my father's library.
Yeah. Why don't you take a look on the shelves?
Are we calling him the Betrayer, or are we going with the needlessly possessed?
We'll go
What
with
about
Betrayer.
just Jasper?
That's a kind of gemstone. It's very confusing for me.
As
Maybe
I
we
was
could
saying.
call him Jaspy.
Jazz DJ Jazzy Jazz.
Well, if we want to
Yo, I'm the J-Master!
I am Jasper of the Illidan. It will always remain so.
So, yes, these represent a lot of study and research on my part over the years. However, I can cut to the chase and tell you exactly where the entrance is. It's actually not that far from Sardasor.
So it exists.
Oh, yes. I've never managed to be able to get into it because it was not called the Archmage of the Illidan for nothing.
Illidan never had what?
They did, until things happened, and he was it.
Okay. Where's Sardasol?
It's quite close to Sistona.
Right.
I've been there. There's not much left on the upper levels.
So now we're going to Sistona. Far over the belt of Balduran Cold, or around the Black Coast, into horrible Drow Hell.
Well, you could do that, but as, once again, my illuminating chat with Mr. Downtone has provided me with the fact that you are on somewhat of a time limit on this quest of yours. And because that damned vault is something I've never actually been able to get to crack into myself, I'm willing to expedite your adventure.